like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass. And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Here's George. He's off on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan. We talked about the problems Paul George can cause with his defense. Coach told me the sets we run with longer passes, those need to be adjusted. George is a ball hawk and changes how you operate on the perimeter. If there's one thing we know about PG-13 guys, is that he feasts on lazy cross-court passes. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, no scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers, of course. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulder.
That's his second personal foul.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Oh, amazing to see someone go from unrecruited to potential MVP someday. That's been Ja Morant's trajectory.
Here's George. That shot off the mark. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Picked by Vucevic. Bogdanovich with it. George picks him up. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta with the rebound.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Following the three from Bogdanovich. Ayton goes back up. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's George over Reddish. Dinwiddie right side. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
First team
Miami shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And one, Spencer Dinwiddie.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
Curry with
Miami foul.
And it's Toppin picking him up. And the foul on Obi Toppin.
Personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Number 4.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, back to Smart. This one for three. No good on the shot. And the Heat going the other way now. Well, Brang, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
Well, that was the point he had to prove, Kevin. As a big guy, what can he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
You know, not a good start for him offensively, just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for for the Miami Heat, Dancer. Your Miami Heat Dancers!
1:43 left to play in the first. Curry can't get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And they pick up 2.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. And just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Here's Curry. Paul George making his last shot. Gallinari in the corner. Left side, Smart. Curry fires from way outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Atlanta ball.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Atlanta leading by 6. Curry on the wing. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to George. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lets it go from 11. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. That's what makes him a very valuable player in the league.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Danilo Gallinari.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside. Sinks the shot.
And here's George. Teardrop shot. To the right side. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defense.
Get loud for the Miami Heat Dancers.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 9 points. Going inside. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a I love to see him get up.
Morant drives in. And finished off by Morant.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Shoots from the elbow. George, no good. Atlanta leading by 9. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Assisted.
Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
To the middle. Ayton. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Here's Atlanta. Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
3 points.
Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. On the wing, George. He's got 8. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one. Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
His 3rd personal
Hawks
foul.
making a switch here.
First team foul.
Pass to Morant.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
Stolen by George. Inside. Here's Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ayton's got 8 points.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon with no one around. A 3-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the paint. Stolen. Morant with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. A quick crossover. What a move. He's got 10.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Pass to Looney. Smart on the wing. Morant surveying the D. Bogdanovich with it. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Bogdanovich.
And the Hawks lead by 11.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Ayton. And that one is good. Ayton's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point God moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And Looney sends it back.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
And a deep 3 from George. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Pass to Ayton. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him
inside.
Morant with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Right side, George. Here's Ayton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
For Miami, they have missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
Both good from the line that time. And so it's Bojan Bogdanović making highlights. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so here is Miami. It's a 10-point game. From deep, George. They get it back. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Miami ball.
Hawks on D. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. That's 10 points for George.
From Blake Griffin.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Over in the corner, Reddish. And the 3 ball is good.
Reddish.
And the Hawks lead by 11.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Pass to Griffin. Back to George. And the layup falls. George has got 12 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from Reddish. No good with the triple. Now the Heat with it. They trail by 9 points. George with the bucket.
Paul George does have unlimited range, kind of getting into that mode where one of those guys you have to guard when he gets over half court.
Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. And they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Bounce pass, Bogdanovich. Gordon inside. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics, but at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
For Miami, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Bogdanovich.
Frank, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Ayton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3 seconds. Hawks ball.
And the Hawks with possession here. They lead by 4. Now here's Vucevic. And Leonard has it in the corner. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's the Heat with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Now here is George. 17 points in the game. Pass to Griffin. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Reddish. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Terry Rozier.
Reddish daring the defenders that time as he got really aggressive.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Rozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Stolen by Gordon. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's good from long range. Reddish has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Ayton. Now George. Defended by Gordon. Now Griffin. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
So it's Miami now. 9-point game. Picked by Griffin. From deep, George. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Morant outside. Pass to Vucevic. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Ayton. Outside, George. 3-pointer. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. They'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Clock is at 3. From deep, George. George missing again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Paul George. 2.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Curry with it. Now guarded by Winslow. And it's Gallinari missing. Thomas deciding where to go with it. The Heat rebound. Winslow. Ready by Bogdanovich. Got it up. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and some.
Come on, fans.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Outside Bogdanovich. Pocket 6. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Griffin. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Griffin's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat.
Yeah, and that kind of activity helps Griffin to do so much more in this game. He's been tireless.
Curry attacking. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Thomas. And Curry pulls it down. The Hawks leading by 13. Curry on the wing. From past the arc. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Back to Winslow. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Winslow's got his first points in this one.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Back to Curry. Lets the three fly. Curry with another miss.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Rozier. And that one is off. So it's the Hawks now. Pass to Smart. Fires for three. Isaiah Thomas grabs the board. The Heat trailed by 14. Dozier can't get it to go. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
It's Curry outside. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. Outside Thomas. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
There's Winslow. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And the basket by Curry.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You like the aggressiveness of Winslow, taking it straight at the D and getting whacked.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. He's perfect from the line this time. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
And Griffin sends it back. The Heat trailed by 16. Rozier into the lane.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Good ball movement here by Miami. To the wing right side. Right side Thomas. Shoots over Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
You might give them a standing O for what they've done behind the arc tonight as well. That has certainly been a go-to shot for them, and tonight, it's working.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Morant. Vucevic with it. And the layup is good.
Nikola Vucevic.
Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Ja Morant.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Gallinari. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 18.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Takes it inside. And Winslow pulls it down. To the paint. It's stolen by Vucevic. Over in the corner, Reddish. Off target with his 3. And so here is Miami. Rozier for 3. Pass to Thomas. Over Gallinari. And it's off the back rim. No good. Over Rozier. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them.
Pick. There's only one gets and there's only one skips up. Of a king son named my son Emperor. You see right now I'm in a mad one. I need red rooms to the old monk Pepster. I gonna say I don't want no like man don't know I am the young mad boy love lecture. Diamond under pressure.
Them man are playing question time. Talking about who's next in line. Who the best in grime. All we wanna know is who gonna stand the test of time. Labels on the phone and I had to press decline with a heart like mine. How could I quit? Bought a crib out of the bits. Mumsy proud of the kids. Didn't wanna play us on the radio. We took the thing worldwide. Now man